Motorcyclists Association rejects proposal ban on pillion riders. The Jamaica Motorcyclists Association has rejected a suggestion for a ban on pillion riders on motorcycles to address what is said to be a growing problem of crimes committed by motorcyclists and pillion riders. The suggestion was put forward by the Jamaican Bar Association (JAMBAR). JAMBAR, in a release, said robberies and murders by assailants on motorcycles have been on the rise and pointed to the recent killing of paralegal Sandra Risten in the rush hour traffic. But Marlon Fletcher, a trained motorcycle instructor and former president of the Jamaica Motorcyclists Association, believes this could be a knee-jerk reaction to crime. Mr. Fletcher, speaking with reporters, said current laws should be enforced instead as a means of tackling criminal activities involving motorcyclists. Nevertheless, Kevin Powell, president of the Jamaican Bar Association, is maintaining that a ban on pillion riders should be considered given the growing trend of criminals using motorcycles to commit crimes. Firearm found under full coop in Kingston. A firearm was seized following a targeted raid on Hannah Street in Kingston on Monday, January 29. Reports from the Denhamton police are that about 11:50 a.m., lawmen carrying out an operation in the area when a premises was searched and one pistol was found beneath a chicken coop. No arrest was made in the connection to the seizure. Investigations continue. 19 people murdered across the island last week. 19 people were murdered across the island. This brings to 65 the number of people killed between January 1 and January 27 this year. That's a 19.8% reduction in murders when compared to the similar period in 2023. Almost all police divisions are seeing reductions except for St. Anne, St. Elizabeth, St. Catherine North, Kingston Central, Hanover and St. James. Meanwhile, shootings have gone up. As at January 27, there were 76 shooting incidents recorded across the island. That is 12 more than the 64 incidents recorded for the similar period last year. Robberies have also gone up by 8.7% from 46 incidents in 2023 to 50 so far this year. Break-ins, however, are down by 11.8% from 68 incidents in 2023 to 60 incidents up to January 27. Jamaican British woman remanded on cocaine charge. A Jamaican-born British woman who was charged in relation to cocaine discovered in powdered milk while attempting to board a flight for London has been remanded until March 6 when her attorney is to apply for bail. 43-year-old healthcare assistant Missy Graham is charged with possession of, dealing in, and taking steps to export cocaine. According to the police, on January 17 about 5 p.m., the woman checked in at Norman Mann International Airport in Kingston to board a flight destined for London. During security screening, 4.8 kilograms of cocaine was discovered concealed in 9 large packages of Lasco in her suitcase. The cocaine is estimated to have a street value of US $144,000 or nearly 21 million Jamaican dollars. According to her attorney Arville Morgan, his client was the one who informed police officers that she was bringing home the milk product for her friend Munchie, who reportedly asked her to collect them. The woman reportedly told the police about the items after they inquired about the ownership of the contents in her luggage. On Friday, when the matter was mentioned, Mr. Morgan indicated his intent to apply for bail on the next court date. Ms. Graham was subsequently remanded. Following Ms. Graham's arrest, protesters gathered in front of Munchie's home in London, calling for her to hand herself over to the police. "You did think me done, but me just a come," stated Bunting. Officially declaring his candidacy for Manchester Southern on Sunday, People's National Party Senator Peter Bunting says he has left Manchester Central with runs on the board. He was addressing comrades at Hutsfield Primary School in Manchester, where he said all that is left for Donovan Mitchell, the mayor of Mandeville, to do is to keep adding runs and finish the match. Bunting said during his tenure in Manchester Central, 1,600 public school spaces were created, 3 basic schools were built, blocks were added to almost every single school, and business process outsourcing companies were brought to the constituency. So you are not running from scratch. I've given you the button, and there are runs on the board. You are coming to bat with the runs on the board, so it is up to you to win the match, stated Bunting, who announced his exit from the political arena after his 2020 general election loss to Rothermore Crawford. but during Sunday's meeting to officially present the party's slate of candidates for the upcoming local government election and parliamentary elections, the former Minister of National Security signaled an about turn, telling supporters he was pleased with the night's turnout and the welcome he received. I heard a lot of Labourites talking about my return. The only thing I have to say to them is, you did things semi-done but me just a come, he said, eliciting a rousing applause from the crowd. I thought I was retiring from representational politics, but you know, we get up and we sing. The trumpet has sounded, my country calls. Awake from your slumber and answer the call, and I was getting the call, he said. Bunting said calls from the People's National Party supporters in Manchester Southern, the party secretariat, and finally, a call from the PNP president, Mark Golding. I said, oh, time come, I have to answer the call, he stated. Former national player Sasha Gay Henry appointed Sunshine Girls head coach. Former national player Sasha Gay Henry was unveiled on Monday as the next head coach of the Sunshine Girls team by Netball Jamaica at the R Hotel in Kingston. This announcement marks a return of a familiar territory for Henry, who in 2018 co-coached the national team alongside Margaret Anderson. The coaching duo led the team to a bronze medal at the Commonwealth Games in Australia. Henry, with her wealth of experience both as a player and a coach, brings a unique perspective to the team. Her previous stint with the national squad showcased her ability to inspire and lead athletes to success on the international stage. The bronze medal triumph at the Commonwealth Games was a testament to the coaching prowess of Henry, and it remains a cherished moment in the team's history. Simone Forbes, first vice president of Netball Jamaica, expressed her organization's delight in having Henry on board as the new head coach for the national senior team. Our bold aim is to win the 2027 World Cup, says Forbes. We want this to be a very achievable goal with the right team behind the team. Our strategic plans encompass the holistic development of the sport and our national themes, and the appointment of the next head coach is an important milestone to announce our new direction, she added. Henry, 44, expressed her happiness at being back in the national setup and looks forward to achieving great things with the Sunshine Girls in the future. I am very happy to be back, and I am looking forward to working with everyone to achieve our objectives, which is to become the #1 netball team in the world, stated Henry. Henry, along with former Sunshine Girl assistant coach Annette Daly, was shortlisted for the position. This became vacant after Connie Francis decided not to renew her contract with the organization, following Jamaica's bronze medal at the Netball World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa, in August 2023. Jamaicans encouraged to support local farmers. Minister of Agriculture, Fisheries and Mining Floyd Green is encouraging Jamaicans to support local farmers by eating Jamaican all year round. The minister, who was speaking in a recent JIS Get the Facts interview, said the COVID-19 pandemic brought into sharp focus the importance of investing in the agricultural sector by supporting local farmers and fishermen. During COVID-19, one of the fundamental questions was, will we be able to feed ourselves? People never thought that the world would close its border, and that's what happened, and automatically, everybody started to think about their own food security, Green stated. Now the only way we'll be able to effectively feed ourselves is if we consistently encourage our farmers and fishers that what eating Jamaican is about. It's about going out and making the right decision to support your own by ensuring this is a demand, he added. Mr. Green also consuming local food is more beneficial to the population. Outside of supporting our farmers and fishers, quite frankly, it's just better for us. When we consume imported food, we don't know the process it's been through. We don't know what they use to largely to preserve it. It's not as fresh, and fresh is always best, he noted. We've been pushing for a long time that you should say yes to fresh, and the best way to do so is to eat Jamaican all year round, he added. The minister noted that the country is self-sufficient in certain produce and others are being prioritized. We have developed sufficiency in relation to our vegetable lines and our fruits. We are self-sufficient in relation to poultry, but we do depend significantly still on overseas food, which is something we have to work on. We are also self-sufficient in relation to pigs. Our pork sector feeds all our local demands, he said. He disclosed that the ministry is focusing on gaining self-sufficiency in Irish potato and onion production. We do prioritize things like Irish potato, where we are trying to meet 100% of the demand, and we have prioritized onion, as over the years, we have consuming a lot of onions per capita. We are now up to about 30% of our local consumption, and we want to get about 100% over the next 3 to 4 years, he said. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.